Hello all and welcome back. I'm Alicia. Have you ever wondered what tools to keep on hand? So, as a mature adult and over 20 years of living on my own, doing a few projects and repairs here and there, I want to share the tools that I have relied on and the tools that I would suggest or recommend. Tools and accessories. So we're going to go over the tools first, but I also have a few accessories that over the years I have relied on heavily, and they are the staple tools and accessories that I always go back to. So with that being said, let's start. My first one that I think I use more than any other is a Phillips head screwdriver. And over years of living on my own or doing projects or, you know, assembling something, this is usually the tool that I go to first. So this is one size, it's a little bit larger, and then I have this size. So just an example, these are my number one that I think I use more than anything. Now here, flathead, your basic flathead. Now, with that being said, that's one and two. Phillips head, flathead. These are, say, if you're going to replace your one and two, or if you want to get these instead of getting two separate items. So this is a screwdriver that has a compartment in the back, and you can take out, or it came with multiple heads, but you can replace the heads based on whatever your need is. So pretty neat, kind of all in one, with a compartment for you to store different attachments in the handle. So thought that was pretty cool and wanted to share that with you. So the other neat thing about this one is if you push this down, now it shortens the handle, or it gives a 45-degree angle in the handle and allows you to get into a tighter space. So this could be an alternative. This could be your one and done with many accessories and attachments. Now this one is a small, it has a clip on it. So if you can see, I could put it in my pocket, I could put it on my pants. And this is just like the one I just showed you. This has a compartment in the rear, and it has attachments and accessories. So depending on what job I'm doing, I can find the right head that I need for that job, the appropriate one, and use it. Now, this is small, so you would have to keep in mind that you would be doing small projects. The basic ones are these, your basic hand tools. So, 3, hammer, handy dandy, useful, one of my basics. Not a lot to say about it. 4, I would say, would be pliers. Keep a set of pliers. This would be a basic for me, and you can see that this has a bolt in it, and it has the ability to be adjusted, so you can have it wider or you can have it tighter. You'll also see that it has screws and teeth for to help you also maintain a grip or get a grip. I like these because it has the rubber handles, so that helps you too. Now I do have some alternatives for this. So this is, I would say, your average size, a little larger size. Also has the ability to be adjusted, so good. Locking pliers. This is another good one. Now this has a wider range of being able to adjust it, and not only that, to free up a hand, and you can actually lock this in place. So like this one, and you just release it by pushing that down. So again, your basic, maybe an alternative or upgrade. Maybe some people will consider that their basic, since it has more ability to be adjusted. So, but yeah, basics, family. This is needle nose pliers. When this comes to mind, it's like if I am doing maybe wiring somewhere and I need to get a grip of some kind of thin or precise something, working in a small space, and this is the only thing I can use to get a grip on something, this would be it. Needle nose pliers. So in the plier family, and I guess we could say this is a basic or an addition. And if you see here, you can see that it gives you the ability to cut wire, strip wire. And this is a small set. Let's say this is probably a medium to large set of needle nose pliers. Also has the same ability to cut there and to strip. Now, if you don't have pliers, but you have a toolkit in your car, maybe you have a wrench. This gives you the ability to adjust the size. It doesn't have any teeth in it. So basically this is more used for nuts and bolts. Auto mechanic, you think about these, but if you're in a house, if you can't find your pliers, maybe you can use this. You'll notice that this is smooth on the inside. So you may have a problem with slipping. If you do, put a piece of rubber band in there, put some kind of rubber in there, and that should assist you or aid you with gripping, and you can adjust it too. So not necessarily in my basics, but an alternative if you don't have the basics. Last but not least, this is a take on a hacksaw. You should have something to cut with. I have modified screws. I've had screws that were the right diameter, but not the right length. I have used this to cut the threads off. I have used this to cut PVC. I have used this to cut wood, and you'll see that it's small. You can buy these fairly inexpensive. You can buy other hacksaws that are longer, and they have blades that you can replace. And this one, you could replace the blade in this too. So let's go back over that. So my staples. Something to cut with. Hacksaw, hammer, pliers, flathead, and Phillips head screwdriver. So staples, staples, staples. Make sure you have a designated place of your choosing that you can always go and find these basic items. So with that being said, remember I also said that I wanted to touch on some accessories. These are other items that I have gravitated to over the years that are like, I always go back to them. So let's jump in it. Ooh, first, an assortment of screws. I know I didn't say it was gonna be like dazzling or anything, but an assortment of screws. And with the screws, I would always suggest that you have anchors, wall anchors. So wall anchors they come in a variety of different wall anchors, but this is just one. This is one type. And this is just a type that came in a kit. Let's just use hanging pictures or hanging shelves or whatever the case is. If you don't have a stud, you need a wall anchor. And you need a wall anchor that works with the screw that you have. And you need to make sure that your anchor is weight appropriate for whatever you're going to be putting on it. Whether it's the picture, whether it's the shelves, whether it's shelves with books, or whether it's the shelves with other kind of accessories. Just make sure that it is rated for what it's going to be used for. So after screws, nails. This is an assortment of nails, and I probably say it probably would take me years to go through an assortment of nails or an assortment of screws. Most of the things you get now come with their own. This is the first hook that I've ever used. So if all else fails and I can't find a pretty decorative hook, guess what? I use a nail or a screw, depending on. And so If you know what this bottle is, this is a lubricant. And this is a well-known one, so I'm just going to keep it to the back and you can see it. But I would say on anything that's stuck, anything that needs to be, that has a squeak or needs maintenance, this is good. If you have gum somewhere and you need to get it off, this is good. And I don't know if I could have put this in with the tools, but everybody needs a tape measure. So it'll be some projects or something that you need to run to the store, or you need to know how long it is to go get the piece. So I guess I could have went with two. Along the same lines, if you're doing a lot of DIY stuff yourself, just a small hand level, and this has a magnet on this, something I use quite a bit too. And last but not least, no names or anything, but all-purpose caulk. So I had some technical issues, but I'm back. The last thing I was talking about was caulk, and like I said, this is part of my staple accessories or staple items that I use when I'm doing work around the house. As a homeowner, this is always something that I keep on hand. So as a quick recap on the accessories or things that I use in conjunction with the basic tools: caulk, the level, a lubricant measure, and the last two, screws and nails. So thank you for watching this to the end. I hope this will help you with making sure that you have the necessary tools and accessories on hand. Like I said, if you're a longtime homeowner and this serves as a reminder that, hey, I need to get out and I need to restock those items, great. If you're just starting out and we're thinking about what you need to have on hand, those are my recommendations and my suggestions. And I thank you all for stopping by and showing love and support. And on that note, I just have a real quick message that I want to leave with. I would like to offer that to any of you who are watching that are YouTubers who are small and are looking for some support. Leave me a comment. This came up because I actually engaged in a conversation on someone else's page that I subscribed to, and there were a lot of new people looking for support. I found out there were some small channels that have really great content, and I know that support is a big deal for me, so I want to be able to reciprocate that. So leave me a comment. If you're not a content creator, thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you know someone who is small and you're not a creator, leave me their information. I would love to show them some love. As always, please subscribe, share, and like, and leave me a comment so I can do the same.